Good morning, everyone. So, my topic is constructing a scatter plot. So, refer to the Cartesian plane below. Determine the coordinate of the points to decode the answer to the question given. Then, write the name of the point to its corresponding coordinates. So, here's a table below. We have to locate kung asa yung point. So, here's atong coordinate natay 1 and 3. So, since atong 1 is the x and 3 is our y. So, ang x is aning 1 here. And then atong y-axis is 3, which is here. Muna siya. And kung asa na siya natunong, ang duha, diri, which is ang s. And the next is 3 and 1, which is c. And then ang 9 and 3, natunong siya sa A. And kaning 4, kaning diri. And then another here, 4, which is ang T. And then same ra gihapon, T. Next is 1 and 1, which natunong siya sa E. Next is 5, which is nasa x-axis. And then 1, nasa y-axis, natunong siya sa R. Next is 7 and 3. 7 here, and then 3 here. And then natunong siya sa P. Next is 2 sa x-axis, and then 4 sa y-axis. Then natunong siya sa L. Next is 8. And then natunong siya sa 1 sa y-axis. Natunong siya diri sa O. And then last is the 4 and 4, which is the letter T. So now, since na-answeran na nato kung unsa kayo ang name sa points sa coordinate, now maka-answer na ta sa question nga gihatag. So ang question is, I am a graphical representation that shows the relationship of the variables of bivariate data. What am I? So the answer is scatter plot, which is ang topic nato karon. So, from your previous knowledge on mathematics, you learned to plot points in a Cartesian plane or xy plane. Points in Cartesian plane are represented by an order pair, x and y. The x coordinate can be moved either left or right from 0 or origin. From where it ends, the y coordinate units will be moved either upward or downward, and then mark the point where the y coordinate stops. So here we have an example on how to plot point. So plot point A with coordinates 2 and 3. So first step, we locate 2 on our x-axis. So as we all know nga ang atong x-axis is mao ni siya. And then ang atong y-axis is kani. So step 2. From 2 on x-axis, move the point upward since y-coordinate is 3. So, ang atong 2 naa sa x-axis, and ang atong ang atong 3 is nasa y-axis. And we have to move the point upward. So step 3, mark the point where y-coordinate stops. That point is where the x and y coordinate met. So, diri nagmet ang x and y coordinate. Then we name the point letter A. Scatter plot, scatter graph, scatter diagram, or scattergram is a graphical representation that shows the relationship or the correlation of two variables of bivariate data. Scatter plot shows how points collected from a set of bivariate data are scattered on a Cartesian plane. It gives a good visual pictures of how two variables are related or associated with one another in terms of form, trend, and variation of correlation. The form of points in the scatter plot determines the shape of the correlation of the variables. The trend determines the direction of the points. Either the variables have positive, negative, or no correlation. The variation or strength of correlation is based on the closeness of the points on a trend line, and it determines whether the variables have no, weak, moderate, strong, or perfect correlation. In constructing a scatter plot, you should know how to plot points in a Cartesian plane. The independent variable will assume the values of x, while the dependent variable will assume the values of y. So we have our first example here about sa atoang scatter plot. So the given numbers are the age of a person in years and his or her corresponding weight. So here's a table, the picture. We have age of a person, which is the x, and weight, which is the y. So, since the weight of an individual depends on his or her age, the independent variable is the age of the person, which is plotted horizontally. The dependent variable is the weight of the person, which is plotted vertically, as shown in the scatter plot. There's a picture. So, first is ang atong x is 11 and ang atong weight and ang atong y is 40. So, since ang atong x is 11, naa diri ang atong 11. Tapat siya sa 10. And atong y is 40. So, that's why naa siya diri. Wala itong 40. That's why naa siya tira. Since gadiha man siya ni stop og tagbo ang x and y. Next is 12 and 42. Since 12 na to is ang x na diha and ang 42 is atong y na diha, same ra gyapon siya ganina kung asa mo stop or asa magtagbo ang x and y, mao na siya ang iyang point. So next example. So here we have another example. Teacher Mark knows that his students really value excellence when it comes to his math subject. From the diagnostic test, he conducted a research regarding the performance of grade 11 students in general mathematics. Their average grades were taken from different periods. The data are given below. So here, we have the order of period of the subject and the average grades. Order of period of the subject, mao na siya ang atong x. And ang atong average grades is ang atong y. So from the data given, the independent variable is the order of the subject and the dependent variable is the average grade. From this, order of the subject will be plotted on the x-axis and the grades will be plotted on the y-axis as illustrated below. So, atong first here is, atong x is 1 and atong average grades, which is y, is ang 86. So, 1, which is naa diri, tunga siya sa 0 og 2. And ang atong y, which is ang 86, Mo ni siya. So, kung asa gihapon ni stop or nagtagbo ang x and y, mo to siya ang iyang point, which is mo na diha. So, same ra gihapon ang inyong buhaton. I-locate ra gihapon kung asa yang x and asa yang y, and kung asa ni stop ang ilang pagtagbo or asa nagtunong, mo na to iyang point. And that is all. Thank you.